Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are on the Citadel server. The server itself is a little over 6 years old. We're hanging out in West Hill, which is coming up on 3 years old. And I've been hanging out in this area a little while, so there's a lot of mobs around in the darker places. Obviously the skeleton is gonna... Oh, there's two of them. Where's the creeper over there? Where's the other skeleton? I heard him shoot at me. Oh, he's down there. Anyway, as I was saying, we're hanging out in West Hill today, which is a 3-year-old build coming up in, I think, October. I have to remember where I broke ground and what time it was. But I know that this was like a November start, but the valley started in October, I think, of 2020. Scotsman UK, Cosmic Dancer, Blast Jordan, Obu, good to see everybody. And LH Mez, hello. Thanks for saying hi. Also, this tree is not staying. So I think we're gonna tear down our little work camp here. We finished the wheat farm the other day, as far as I'm gonna take it right now anyway. So it's got a lot of details in through the walls. That's got a lot of texture in on the paths. I think my favorite bit here is the pond and the irrigation system. So we added in this custom pond, and then we have this irrigation trench that goes all the way down through the wheat field. We've got little pathways that we can go up and down. And this travels all the way down here with this custom path and then empties out into the river down here. Very cool. So we have a couple things that we could do today. We could move back down along this farm road and do a little bit more work on like the bridge. There is plans for a marsh and a graveyard down this way. So the marsh is going to be here, and it's going to drain into the river on this side. And then I don't know how much of this hill I want to keep. I feel like this hill might be a little bit in the way, and I'm kind of wondering if we should take this down. Like, I feel like it's obscuring the view here, specifically here. So if we brought this down to be more flat, I think it would be cooler. It would be a lot of landscaping, but I think it would be a nicer experience. It would make a bit more sense. So we'd probably drop like 2 or 3 blocks. I don't mind if it goes up by like a block, you know, like up to here is fine. So we'd at least take 2 blocks off of it. And then the graveyard is going to go here. And you can sort of see a large flat area here. And kind of an unfinished edge to this road, because this is where I think the entrance to the graveyard is going to be. And so we might end up shaving this down to be even with the ground, although a little bit of a road up wouldn't be too bad. So we'll have to see how that's going to go. But you can see the large flat area here where I think the graveyard is going to be. So there's a little bit of landscaping that has to happen there. All of the other stuff we have for a to-do list is in a book somewhere. So I'm going to see what's going on. Squeal it, thanks. Yeah, I really like the irrigation system. I've done one before. One of the first wheat fields I did, I put one in. And I like, specifically, it's the way that it looks from a distance. So like if we scoot over here, the real purpose of this wheat farm is to frame the landscape from the main road here. So if we come in here, you'll see how wheat just kind of stretches for as far as the eye can see on the left-hand side. Some weird gray shadows with my current shaders. I wish they were more of a golden shadow, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess, with these shaders. Anyway, I really like the look of the irrigation system there. It really shows up nicely as you're walking along here. It kind of draws your attention that there's something intentional going on over there. And then as you get a little bit higher, closer to the town, you can sort of see the different details. It does feel a little bit sparse down through here. I might change some of the way that wheat is angled, because right now it's sort of like it's really sparse through here. There's a big gap right there. Maybe I just need to plant more wheat. Maybe that's what I need to do. It could just be that there's a piece missing. Anyway, I think I'm done with the wheat farm for now. We're gonna pack this up, move it along. The question is, can I get all of this in one go? I hope so. Maybe not that. I might have to figure out a different way to get that back. Yeah, my shulker boxes are pretty full. One of these might be a little bit... I could probably get the potions in there temporarily. Just to get them back to the keep. There we go. Oh, forgot. Forgot one. Just in time for the rain. Oh, it's fine, Cosmic. I needed the water-breathing potions for the river work. It was all good. I'd rather have them than not, you know? Now we're in for the real medieval experience. The fires in the distance and the gloom of rain and mud. Feels very dark. I feel like it might be a thunderstorm with no thunder. Could also just be the time of day. You know, I like the way that this place looks in the rain. Rain is annoying when you're building, but it does look really cool with the glowing lights, and it feels like, you know, medieval RPG, Assassin's Creed type stuff. Alright, now to put everything back where it's supposed to go. That goes in there. Flowers have their own spot. Guess this just goes up here. Bushes and green bin. I think that was here. Oh, that's jungle wood. Whoops. That's meant to be moss. Jungle wood goes up here somewhere. might say it's meant to go over here. And then cobble. That's gravel. Guess tough goes there, and then we'll put the cut stone here. This goes in my ender chest. And this goes over here. I don't know why I'm missing one. It feels odd. And all of this is just going to stay with us. There's clay somewhere. There it is. Oh, that stays in there. Wheat seeds go somewhere. There they go. I guess I don't really need that many. I don't think I have a garbage can in here anymore. Just been throwing stuff in here to fade away. Mangrove. Birch. Leather. And then, I don't know what I was doing with the grass. I thought I had grass over here. Yes, there we go. So this is now back to a nice functioning backpack, as opposed to being overflowing with garbage. Not cosmic backup gear. Let's change the name of this. I'm not sure what to call it. Backpack, I guess? And let's make it red. Good stuff. I feel like I've got a couple of these kind of kicking around. All right. Look at the clean inventory, I know, right? It's like worth celebrating momentarily. Worth celebrating momentarily. So now I got to find the book that has our to-do list in it. I guess I can turn off shaders too. There it is here. So build list 2, I believe, is what we were working on. Anything else in here I need? Probably not. There are definitely times when I wish we could put things into shulker boxes, or a certain kind of shulker box, in our inventory without having to place them down. Would be handy. All right, so we've got the main hall mezzanine, and the keep basement. That's where we are now, but that's going to be last. So we still have some stuff to do upstairs if I wanted to get into the main hall decor, but I'm pretty sure I need some furniture mods for that. We have Yeah, a lot of tables and chair fixes. So kitchen details, kitchen quarters, upper main tower, west tower, top room, east hall library, first, second, and third floor, the balcony, apps, gallery hall. Yeah, there's lots to do inside the keep here when we get the tables and chairs mod decided on. West Hill Valley, North Road and Crossroads, Northern Farms, West Riverscape. I feel like, no, that's west. East Bridge Road, East Farm Road, East Graveyard. So we've not quite finished the East Farm Road, but we started it. East River and Wharf, Chop Ugly Custom Tree. I think I did that actually. Texture and dress the East Road. Yeah, so there's a few things left in the valley. Swampy area at the base of the northern wall. Main North Crossroads signs, and then Wheat Farm Mill interior. Oh, right, I didn't do that. The other thing we have to do is the East Farm Road Marsh. And I'd say West Hill. Well, East Farm Road landscaping. We're probably going to do a bit of that today. I feel like just working with some basics is probably a good way to spend today. The condition of you keeping the shulker box is you keeping the color of it? Whoops. Right, so we're probably going to need... We're going to fill up another shulker box full of grass in no time. None of these are really emptyable. I guess some of them are filled with junk. Some of this stuff is pretty disorganized. Pixarus was asking me today about maps. And these are definitely the maps from upstairs. But they're blank somehow? So I don't know what happened. I think that's why I bailed on the idea of trying to do a map. I feel like there's some sort of error. And all of our maps got erased after all the work I did to fill them in. So like, yeah, like I'm not even sure where that's from, right? Yeah. Actually, that one, no, that's not even the West Hill Village. So, yeah, that's why I didn't bother with any of the maps for West Hill, because they got screwed up somehow. It is really weird, I agree. So I just bailed on the whole idea. More potions in there. Oh, we've got potions hanging out in this stone thing. We should move those into here. I think I've got room in my potion box in here for one more. Yeah. I might have to do like a utility run today. It might be worth just getting shulker boxes and stuff. I wonder if it would be a good idea to just go to the end and try to collect a bunch of shulkers. Oh, actually, we'd have to fight the dragon today if we did that. Never mind. That might not be the best course of action. Why do I have zombie flesh? I guess for leather? Dan, good to see you. Yeah, this morning on the Spawn Chunks Hangout, which is exclusive for our patrons, we were talking about maps and different things like that. And that's available now, actually. I was able to publish it. Pixar's edited it quite quickly, and I was able to publish it before I streamed today, so If you're a patron, that is available. So the plan was to put like a little dock down here. That could be a fun, quick build. But I think the graveyard might be a better use of our time. And I think we'll start perhaps with lowering this road by a couple of blocks. I think that'll make a lot more sense. So I'm going to go get, I guess we'll get coarse dirt, grass, probably some vegetable things. You listened to the Hangout while you were planting more pink trees in Somerville. That's awesome. I know, Dan, I'm also shocked that there are now more pink trees. Sometimes when I can't decide what I want to do, it's just nice to walk around in this place. You kind of get bitten by ideas, but I think really we're on the part of the build where I need to finish the exterior, you know, like things that are next to the town, like graveyards and walls and all that stuff. Yes, I'll go this way. It is really cool how many ways there are to get around in here. Dirt and grass. Probably the moss. We'll bring the bushes. Coarse dirt and landscaping. And probably some stone. For potential walls, we'll just use cobblestone for now. I think that should be it, really. Oh, probably that too. Cool. Trying to catch up on these VODs on YouTube, but do you have any future build ideas for another whole different area? Yeah, Tommy Cardoni, thanks very much for checking out those VODs on YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're enjoying them. We're coming up on 1,000 subs. We're like 920 or 915 subs on YouTube, and if I get to 1,000, then I can start to make a little bit of money off the YouTube channel, so it'll be really fun to get there. Yeah, I'm going to be switching gears. There's no real big build. I've been toying around with the idea of a sci-fi zone. That's more of a concept. It's more of a, I would like to do that eventually, but I don't have any solid ideas just yet. What I would like to do in the interim is like some nether farms we're missing. There's some server upkeep. We've got to beat the dragon 20 times as a server and unlock all the different portals. Like there's a bunch of different things we have to do. And I think that I'll be doing those kind of smaller tasks. Where do I want to set up shop? We're going to be tearing down this a lot. So I guess we'll just put ourselves like maybe right in the middle of the graveyard and then kind of work around that. Always seems like a good idea. Yeah. I guess we'll do that. Grass, dirt, coarse dirt, landscaping, and then we've got moss, green, bushes, bone meal, and stone for the walls. Lazy Tiger, hello, hello. How do you do all of your resource gathering? I've never seen it on stream. It's just landscaping. I don't throw anything away. That's the key. I'm a bit of a pack rat. And so because of that, I've just accumulated a large amount of stuff. There was also an unstreamed witch perimeter dig in my old swamp base. So that's a thing. Yeah, so we're taking at least the top 2 blocks off. So all I'm going to do is just kind of go through here and replace this. And make sure that this is all coarse dirt. So we just have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. So we're going to try to cut this in. I guess I could just go along the side of it, couldn't I? Whoops. Right, now if I put grass there, then we'll have a nice edge I can mess with later. So the fact that all the stuff that I'm doing right now ends up being, you know, material that I keeps this pretty decent. So now I should be able to just kind of come along here and not worry too much. Now all of this I can just replace with coarse dirt. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. So now we just have to bring this all down the right level. Dirt slabs is a data pack. These are petrified oak slabs, which are technically in the game. We've just retextured them. You now have to use commands, I think, to give them to you. Although you can, we created the data pack at, oh, what was it called? The construction.ca. Memory serves. There's the link in chat. Thanks, Cosmic. So yeah, if you're paying attention and you don't leave anything behind, like you can end up with like a stack of stone, half a stack of granite, depending on what comes out of here, you know? Yes, I think I'm okay with going like up to here. And after that, I want it to be more flat. So I think I've got that edge of the road done, but now I have to do the other side here. I think I did this way. That look right? Yes. Right, so then all this comes down. Whoops. And that should still maintain the right shape of the road, but now we just have to drop down the over top. Red Posh, nope, this is a multiplayer server. And actually that brings me to another point about where I get a lot of my resources. Some server mates have been very kind. Cosmic has dropped off some stuff. Alistair has dropped off some stuff. I've traded with MacCast and Alistair for different things. So there are some things that I have a lot of that people want. We also have this really cool thing on the server, which is like it's called like a block exchange. So like you can go and you can take whatever blocks you want, but then you can leave whatever blocks you want. So then, you know, one person's trash is another person's treasure, you know? I'll probably have to fuss with this a little bit more to get it where I want it. I'm sure some mistakes were made, some adjustments will have to be made. So now I should be able to just blitz through the middle and then just replace all the inside blocks in the road. And it'll look okay. The problem is, of course, you end up collecting all this stuff and have nowhere to put it. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I don't have a really large bulk storage system nearby. I could go and put a lot in my storage system for the mine that's no longer being used. Does the block exchange work? Won't people just leave glazed magenta terracotta? No, a lot of people tend to just have that stuff. Like the block exchange is more for like gravel and granite and diorite and cobble and like all that kind of stuff. It's more kind of basic overworld bulk blocks. For example, I've been using a lot more andesite decorating this town that I normally would collect. So I've been going back and getting andesite from there from time to time as well. Real Geo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. And Scotsman UK, I completely missed the sub. Tier 1, 7 months, 42 minutes ago. Sorry about that. That must have been during... probably during my starting soon screen. Thanks, Scotsman. Not sure if you noticed, but I used your thumbnail in this week's Spawn Chunks Minecraft Hangout. I'm always careful to make sure I leave a credit for folks that want to know where the screenshot came from. Now, before I fill this all in, is this low enough? Oh, it's all good, Cosmic. All good. So the main concern here was that I was blocking off a lot of the town view. Yeah, I think we can get away with just a single step up. It won't be this steep. But I think I like being up high enough here that you can see down. Yeah. We'll cut this back a little bit, I think. This won't be out quite as far, maybe. So that when we're coming along here, I like being able to see the river come into view. Okay, I think we're good. I feel good about the decision. It's going to make more sense for the marsh, too. All right, road looks pretty good. We are going to probably push that back a bit. Let's go 3. Just to kind of make it look a little bit more gradual. And then we'll probably push this. Like I was going to push that back, but maybe we'll actually cut that part off. Sure. Yeah. Now this has to come back quite a ways. I would say we're probably going to shave good chunk of this back. Probably like 5 blocks on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like I need to start thinking about how the graveyard is going to look. And then we'll push back from there. So that way this will feel a little bit more organic. Right now, it's not looking great. So as far as the graveyard goes, I feel like I want to landscape this a little bit more to be like more inviting or more like a smoother. I guess this has been shaped a little bit, although this is kind of chunky. I don't mind this. This is a little bit strange. So then it's this part here that feels kind of odd. So I think we'll start from this point here. Building a graveyard around spooky season feels apt. That's actually not a bad call, Cosmic, you know? So I want this to kind of go in more of an arc. So we'll push this back 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 2, 2. And then we'll start to come out maybe here. 3, 4, 5. No, let's start with this part here. That's nice and smooth. And now from here, I'm going to do that, and then we'll start going up. It's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 2, 1. Yeah, and then cut that back. Oops. So you can start to see what I did on the map just to kind of smooth out this area a bit, as if it's been, you know, will eventually be landscaped by people as a graveyard. And I feel like the entrance is going to be somewhere around here. Did I bring any cobble? I didn't bring any cobble. Oh, I didn't bring any stone for the stone stuff. See, look, there's a stack of stone, half a stack of diorite, roughly. Not much granite, but like, you know, you can amass some stuff pretty quickly. Floating candles? Oh, for a graveyard? That would be neat. I'm sure someone has done like an epic Harry Potter Hogwarts build with floating candles since they became a thing. I'm sure that some people just beelined right for that kind of stuff. So I don't want the graveyard to be massive, but I want it to be big enough that it's noticeable and purposeful. And I really feel like the entrance should be about here. So the plan is to put some sort of like arch here. Right, so then this would be the graveyard. And I'll mess with whatever textures and however we connect this to the road. I probably have to move that lamppost. It's probably going to have to slide down a little bit. Or I'll put lanterns on both of these. But I think once we get up into here, we could have like a little kind of road in here. And it's probably going to curve this way. Right? So that sort of feels like the starting of it. And then how far back? Yeah, I feel like we could start to put like, rather than putting the wall right up against this, I feel like that could be too big. Well, maybe not. It is a little bit large. Maybe we'll have a little bit of space here. Yeah, I feel like this would be good. Especially this would be nice if it created a nice border here. So like if we brought that straight across, give or take, and then around here it started to curve. With the build, you know? Or with the road, rather. Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? And that kind of extends right up to here. Has sort of an organic shape to it. So yeah, see, this is where I might want to curve it away from the edge a little bit. And also try to figure out how it might connect over here. That worked out rather well. Although I may want to push that back, like I may want the actual arch here to be farther back. It might look better recessed. I can always mess with that a little bit later. Oh, wow. Yeah, we run out of room real fast on this side. So this is going to be a different angle altogether. It's here. Indie Mosh, thanks for the follow. We'd probably want this to be, I mean, I guess I can always fill in more bank. I don't need it to be quite this steep. I've got 1, 2, yeah. I feel like that feels like a decent sized graveyard. I mean, like, you gotta think about the size of the graveyard compared to the size of the town. And there's a graveyard behind the church too, a little one. TinMyren gifted a tier 1 sub to Cheesy Katie for a month. That's amazing. Thanks so much, TinMyren. Very kind of you. Really appreciate the support. Cheesy Katie, if you did not already know, you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts and join us in the Joel Duggan Discord now. I feel like that feels like a decent size. Ginger the Lily is raiding with a party of 56. Holy smokes. That's a big graveyard. I feel like that's okay. I feel like I might want to move the gate a little bit. I think it might help along here. Welcome in everyone coming in with the Ginger the Lily raid. Thanks for the sub as well, Ginger. 41 months. That's amazing. So close to 42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. That's very true. Very, very true. If you're not familiar, by some rare circumstance, because Ginger raids all the time, my name is Joel Duggan. I stream and podcast full-time. I do the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs, all about Minecraft, and the Citadel Cafe podcast, all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Both of those have brand new episodes out in the last week, and they're both free. So why aren't you listening? Cosmic Dancer used 1,000 bits to kick off a hype train. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Very much appreciated. We're working in West Hill in the rain. This is my surprised face. And we are currently adding a graveyard to the east road here and working on the size and the shape, and it is affecting how we are landscaping this side here on the east of the road. So I like that we can see that from back here, which is good. Again, it might move a little bit to the left, but it also means we've got to tear down a bunch of this stuff now too. Because I feel like I've got this happening, and I don't know whether this is going to be a full 2 blocks tall. I feel like that might be a little bit much. Yeah, maybe we go with slabs or something for now. EladJenkins resubbing at tier 1, 8 months. Thanks very much, EladJenkins. Subscriptions, both gift and regular, are 25% off for today only. I guess it's the last day of September, right? Jernif subscribing at tier 1 for 2 months in a row. Thanks very much. Kind of hard to see what we're doing in the dark. Squeal it with 100 bits. Thanks ever so much. Keeping that hype train going. We've got, we're about 44% through level 2. Yeah, definitely the slabs. I think the double block is just a little bit too high. So then we have to figure out how we're going to kind of gradually pull this back here. We're going to have to take a break and go repair my shovel. I feel like I definitely want this to be a good 3 blocks back. So that'll be a good timing actually for the folks that just came in with that raid. When I come back from my next break, we'll go and repair my elytra and my shovel. And people get a little bit of a feel for what the server looks like. Nerf Pro never dies. Thanks very much. Appreciate the follow. Maybe we'll take some of our grass and dirt back to dump in my storage. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. That would not be a bad idea either. So this used to be 2 blocks taller for everybody that just came in with that raid. So what we did was I wanted to change the view as you're coming down here to see more of the town. And yeah, once we round this off and it's not a giant square wall, I think this will look pretty cool. Because then you get up a little bit, you can see the graveyard, or what will be the graveyard. And then as you round the corner here, you see a little bit. I might want to actually take the road a little bit closer to the cliff. I feel like we might arch back here unnecessarily. I feel like being around here would be a cooler look. So I might want to bring the road a little bit closer. It's a pretty steep change here. Maybe we'll just soften this curve a bit to bring... I feel like I'd want to be walking about here as opposed to over here. Because like here's your view here, but if you go just a couple blocks more, you get a lot more of the river. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. Yeah, it's not bad. So, Ginger, what were you up to on stream? What were you doing today? Was it more of the mermaid? Is it a mermaid garden that you had going in the Spawn Chunks Discord? So I think what we'll do is we'll change this to 3. Do 5 here. And then we're going to push in a little bit more. Those have to be longer. That's a little better, not much. It's too sharp a corner, I think. It's a little bit better. Still needs a little bit of work. It's weird that it goes back and forth. Maybe the trick is actually going to be to lengthen this one. Have that be a little bit more subtle. You may take your break, says Cosmic. Thank you. Yes, I was hanging out while Ginger was raiding. We ended up building a chest set in my storage. Wonder where that came from. Nice. Yeah, we had a chest set on display in it was Scotsman, I think, wasn't it? In our hangout this morning on Spawn Chunks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad. I feel like what I can do is pop this back. Just to try and soften that up a little bit. Oh, wow, no, that did not work. That did not work. Maybe I'll just pull the whole thing down. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like it's looking really straight. I'm not sure how else we could do it. Yeah, that feels really even. Maybe we just have to drop to a 2 here. That feels a little bit more organic. I think this will work if I bump the gate back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough for now. Good enough for now. I think the gate's probably going to end up being slid just a little bit to the left and probably back a block, and so that will affect a little bit of this, but I think that's pretty decent for now. It gives us the curve I wanted here. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit closer, but I don't want to push it too close to the road, I guess. Push comes to shove, I could always just expand it block for block and just have this come out a little bit farther. Maybe that's what we need to do. Anyway, seems like a good spot to just kind of walk away and let it simmer for a bit. So if you are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. I did postpone it a little bit just because Ginger was not lovely enough to raid. I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Gives me a chance to zap my coffee. You can grab a friend, grab a snack, let them know when I'm streaming, and we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. All right. Now that we have a rough idea, yeah, I feel like that's a little bit too far this way. Maybe I'll just quickly nudge that a block in this direction. See what that looks like now coming out of the east gate. It's not a huge difference, but it's far enough, I think, that it doesn't take over your view. It's good. I actually don't mind that look of doubling up. Yeah. Like I said, I still want this to be a little bit closer to the road. So to do that, I think the easiest thing is just going to be to add maybe 2 blocks on everything. Which I need more cobble for. Two, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. This would be longer. And this would be not as steep. Yeah, so this would be, probably want 3 there, 2 there. And then over here, we do 3. Just like that. Yeah, feels a little bit like a football field, so I might want to change the way that it looks. I mean, one of the things that's important to note too is that when I do these little cobblestone walls, is that they very often look like this to start, but then when you start to add all the greenery and stuff to them, they start to look like this, where they'll start to be all broken up. And what that looks like when you're walking by it in the game is something a lot more like that. But they all start off with the basic layout, so I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna somehow soften this corner a bit, I guess. Elkhorn95 raiding with a party of 18. Welcome in, Elkhorn. Hope you're having a good day. What were you up to in Minecraft today? I'm assuming you were playing Minecraft. I went a little bit too far. One, two, three, four, five, six. 3, 2. Maybe these should be ones. Hey Joel, yep, I was on Infinity Cove working on a local nether hub for my build area based on inspiration image of medieval undercroft. Oh, very cool. Undercrofts are kind of like tombs, right? Is that what they are? What do you have? Probably some cherry. I feel like cherry blocks are high on Cosmic's list. We should probably get those. Mini target blocks are weird looking. All right. I'm thinking we have a list here, Cosmic. Because I think there's stuff that both you and I want. We're going to go with cherry logs, cherry planks, spruce logs, mossy cobble, red mushroom, flowering azalea, and polished deep slate and honey. So cherry log, cherry planks, spruce log, mossy cobble, red mushroom block, flowering azalea, and polished deep slate and honey blocks. Okay. Now I need to clear some inventory space. Thank you for the list, Cosmic. Much appreciated. Oh, hey, look. Our grass bin is full. Imagine that. Okay, some of this stuff we're going to have very handy. There's the honey blocks. You know what? We're going to get target blocks too, just because I've got them sitting there, right there in my face. Log box, we should have... Oh. I'll get those from the other log box. Oh, there's spruce. Spruce log. Okay, and what else? Cherry log, cherry plank, spruce logs, mossy cobble. Mossy cobble. Red mushroom, flowering azalea is right here. Polished deep slate and honey. So I need to go back to the keep. I have no idea how I didn't take any damage on that landing. Cherry planks, cherry logs, spruce logs, mossy cobble, red mushroom. Where do I keep that? know I have it. Maybe I don't. I guess I have to grow a red mushroom? I could have sworn I had red mushroom blocks somewhere. Nope, I guess I don't. Alright, did anybody see a red mushroom anywhere? That's nether mushrooms. Landscaping box? That's out by the... I mean, it's not the big deal if I can't get it. We have everything else, I think, right? Cherry log, cherry plank, spruce logs, mossy combo, red mushroom, flowering azalea, polished deep slate. So just polished deep slate, which is right here. Polished. And then red mushroom, if I can find one to grow, I guess. Oh, you know what? I bet you I have them at the farm. I bet you there's mushrooms at the farm. Oh, nighttime. Whoops. Great minds think alike, Cosmic. I just saw your comment. Yeah, they could be over at the barn. Bird's eye view for the new people. That field looks so good now. Quite happy with that. So this is another reason why I don't run out of stuff, is because I constantly have little storage rooms all over the place. Brown mushrooms, but no red mushrooms. Oh, red mushroom block. I should move those somewhere else so I know where they are. One of the things that I'm getting used to is planning for future builds. So these mini blocks are really good for like alien plants and some cool things like that. So I'm trying to pick up as many sub blocks as I can when I see this Wandering Trader come by. This is a data pack from Vanilla Tweaks called Wandering Trades. So you just give him the block and the emeralds, and then you get the little one in return. And that's everything. Yeah. So, put those back. I'm going to pick these up because we're going to dump them, I think. Back at my storage system. Okay, so those are all going back with me. Don't need that. These are getting dropped off at Cosmics. And then the rest of the stuff needs to get stored. Oh, I guess I should take this too. Cool. So I had to move all my mini blocks out of my main storage area because they were just taking up too much room. Thought I had things sorted in a color coded way. I guess I don't. Those are there. And honey blocks. Oh, I did have some. Cool. There we go. Whoa. Tried not to get my face scraped off the tree. Take it easy, Ginger. Thanks ever so much for the raid. I really appreciate your sharing your viewers. Oh, I forgot to put the leaves away. I guess we'll put them somewhere else. Crap. They were down here in my hotbar and I didn't see them. I guess we'll put these over here somewhere. Yep. I'm just going to put these wherever. Actually, do you want these two, Cosmic? You can have those two. Don't need that. Okay. So now, repair the shovel, drop things off to Cosmic, and dump these shulker boxes. But what I should do is fill up the dirt first. Gets me a little bit of room in here. Right, little road trip. Just Loopy. Hello. Or Loopi, I guess. Cosmic Dancer gifted a tier 1 sub to Mini Packs. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Hey, Joel tried to figure out those custom coarse dirt slabs, but I can't find a texture pack for them. Did you make the texture yourself, or do you have a resource pack you'd recommend? I made it myself. What I did was I took the coarse... You can just use the coarse dirt texture. So you can just take the coarse dirt texture from vanilla Minecraft and apply it to the petrified slab. Check the number of months on that gift sub. What? I really don't like that Streamlabs doesn't tell me the number of months. Do I have to scroll up to Twitch now? Thanks for the heads up. 12 minutes ago. Yeah, Twitch is not showing me the thing. I think I was distracted by shopping with the Wandering Trader. Can folks in chat clarify, just because I can't find it? Like Twitch isn't saying what's going on. Like, why do I not have a notification in Twitch chat for that gift sub? It's stupid. It was a 12-month gift sub. Jeez. Cosmic, thank you ever so much. Sorry for bringing everything to a grinding halt, folks, but like, Streamlabs is just saying Cosmic Dancer gifted a tier 1 sub to Mini Packs. They're not saying you know, the length of it, and I can't find it in Twitch chat. So I really don't like that Streamlabs and Twitch chat are no longer talking. And I even if I switch to like Stream Elements, I feel like Streamlabs is still how you track that stuff. It didn't help that it happened during a raid, because then Twitch highlights all of the chat from raiders. So then everything is a highlighted message, and when everything is a highlighted message, nothing is a highlighted message, you know? But Cosmic, thank you ever so much. That's amazing. Minipax, of course, is a long-standing member of the community and someone that streams on Infinity Cove. So folks that are not already following the folks that stream on Infinity Cove, if you want more content like the Citadel, and you're cool with checking out people that are playing on my patron server, it's a good way to look at the patron server too. Elkhorn has got a link to all the covers in chat with links to their respective Twitch channels, so please go follow them. And then you'll get a look at the patron server. And hey, you never know, maybe you'll decide to join it after seeing how much fun everybody's having. So, first things first, I guess we'll put this stuff in probably my swamp base is the place to dump the extra content, the extra dirt. Oh no, I get that you don't need the extra. Thank you, Cosmic. It's more for like, I'd like to recognize and know what's going on, right? I think that's more important. Oh, I went the wrong way. Man, our nether is a real mess. That is something that could also be a project to get myself away from what we're doing in West Hill for a bit. Would be like more of these nice tunnels and corridors and things like that. Getting rid of weird little old hallways and that stuff. There's dirt and grass and lots of room. Beautiful. So now I've got space for all kinds of stuff. Nice. Job 1 done. And now we go to Cosmics. Well, first we'll sleep. Get the sunshine back. There's a whole lot of everything here, although I don't have any andesite. I think there's a couple of things that I've kind of picked dry. This is where I want to put some villager breeders and stuff, especially with the swamp being a convenient location. So now we'll go to Cosmics. Where do you want these Cosmics? The mini blocks? Where do you want me to put them? I hope we don't run into a ghast. I realized I didn't bring my bow and arrow. We'll try to stick to the tunnels. Storage room? Okay, cool. Do you have more than one portal, Cosmic, or is it just the one? Fair warning, Somerville is looking very pink. Look at this. Are these all custom cosmic, or are you growing them from saplings? Oh, there's even pink down here. I think I did know that. Never know why people put their storage rooms so far underground. Growing from saplings and just chopping them here and there, that's pretty cool. Any chest is fine. How about a chest where you will absolutely know where they are? So right there, right in the middle. Easy peasy. You're welcome. Now we gotta go repair some stuff. It is looking very pink, isn't it? Oh wow, you've extended it all the way. That's awesome. So much pink. This is another really good example on the server of just like when you play in one area for years, how cool it can start to look. Right? I think one of the biggest things about Minecraft that's misleading about edited content on YouTube videos is how long it takes and the patience it takes and the consistency it takes to get areas looking as filled out as West Hill and Somerville and Avalon for Alistair's place and all that stuff. Now I heard a ghast, so I may have to hightail it out of here. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in our nether that needs quite a bit of work. It's not at all. I saw all the fancy tunnels that they had on the Spawn Chunks hangout today, and I was jealous because tunnels, like once you design the pattern, like it's a lot of time involved, but they look so cool and they're pretty easy in the grand scheme of things, you know? So I'd like to do a little bit more of that. We also don't have any decorations in our end portal room. Like everything in there is just straight up vanilla. Like there's nothing fancy about it, and I would love to make some changes there. And this had started as a place to do something cool, but then of course realizing that it was all going to be blown up by ghast fire was also not the greatest, so. And I'm not in love with these cobblestone edges. I feel like a lot of this could be reworked and revamped. I'm happy with the tunnel under the lava though. This part's cool. Always really fun with shaders on. How we doing for fuel? Not much left. Those are empty, so now it's just a matter of fixing the shovel. Minecraft Melly subscribing in tier 1, 7 months. Thanks ever so much, Minecraft Melly. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Gentle reminder, folks, that Twitch subs are 25% off for today, and then it's over for September for another year. So if you want to join the Discord, get access to the emotes here on the channel, you can always sub on Twitch. You can also just join Patreon if you don't really care about the emotes and you want to save some money. Patreon's only $2 a month, renews automatically, and you get access to the Discord automatically. I think that Patreon is one of the better ways to support your favorite creators. So if you got some creators out there that you'd like to support, make sure that you've checked to make sure that they have a Patreon. And Elkhorn, who raided a little bit ago, is one of the higher level patrons because they play on Infinity Cove, the patron server. Where did September go? I don't know, Cosmic. It is wild. Really, really evaporated. And it's full on fall here. Like, it's kind of a gloomy fall day for me. Elytra are repaired. I'm glad we started the graveyard today. I wanted to get that kind of planned visually so that as I walk by it from time to time, I can start to think about what I want to do. We don't really have much for a wet fall, hey bud. Here in Nova Scotia, we get a lot of our rain in the spring and the summer. So fall is actually pretty good. We'll get a lot of overcast, but not a lot of rain. We'll get some hurricanes. We'll probably still have 1 or 2 more storms as they come up the coast from the U.S., but most of the time it's just gray. I like it when it's sunny and cool. Like, I really enjoy like hoodie weather, you know. Careless, I am well. Thanks very much. Elkhorn95 gifting a tier 1 sub to Rizzy Realm Hopper. Rizzy, thanks for hanging out. Elkhorn, thank you ever so much for the tier 1 sub gift. Much appreciated. Fall here is odd, says Squealet. It's more like having winter at night and summer during the day. Huh. Squealet, where in the world are you, if you don't mind me asking? Minecraft Melly loves hoodie weather? Yeah. Where I live, it just starts raining about this time. It doesn't stop until January. Hey, bud, what hemisphere are you in? Is that your winter? Is like rainy season? American Southwest, living in a temperate desert. Okay, I've spent some time in Utah. It was in the middle of the summer, but I spent some time in Utah. So I know the vibe. Collect our nuggets and prizes. Cosmic Dancer gifted a tier 1 sub to Fazu Battlecaster. Thanks ever so much, Cosmic. That's amazing. I really appreciate the generosity today, folks. It's so nice to see the gift subs. Hopefully the folks that are receiving those gift subs are able to join the community. I know that some people are other creators as well, so they may have, you know, limited time because they have to participate in their own communities, multiple communities. So joining a Discord is not always high on the list, but I'd encourage you to give it a go. It's not all Minecraft all the time in my Discord either. We have a healthy range of discussions, all nerdy and fun, but they range, which is nice. Legos, yes, Minecraft Melly. There's definitely a hard line of folks that enjoy the Legos on my Discord. More so than on me. There's some people that are very into it. Somebody, I can't remember who it is. Somebody has like a They're like a certified Lego builder or something in the UK. I can't remember. Not GrandpaCrafter, but it's somebody. I know Scotsman is really into it. It might be Scotsman. Scotsman's not a certified Lego builder. But you participate in some sort of club though, don't you? Just certifiable. Well played. I see what you did there. So this, I think, is one of the first times I've gone for a repair trip and the supply drop since I have done the wheat field. So we're going to see the finished wheat field come into view as we enter into Westdale Valley. Should give us an idea of like where we might want to make some changes on the west side of the valley as well. Member of a couple of adult fan club Lego groups and do occasionally take part in events they run. Okay. You definitely seem more in tune with like the Lego verse than I am. I have a couple of YouTube channels that I watch, but like I don't, I find that I have a very narrow field of Lego builds that I really like. So I don't go crazy over every Lego set. I'm not like a collector in that way. I tend to just be drawn to sets that appeal to me for nostalgia reasons or just design, that kind of stuff. So that is the new view with the wheat fields expanding on the east side. I like the contrast. I think it'll be really cool when we finish this hill. Have that looking complete. Yeah, having this finished too would be good. This is going to have to be something other than green. We're going to have to find a crop or something that isn't green. Maybe we'll make it like a vineyard or something. Thanks, Wheel It. I have the sort of memory that results in lots of information staying for things I pay attention to. Lego is one of them. Ah, that makes sense, Scotsman. Could make it pink. What, do we have anything that's pink? I guess we could do like 2 tall flowers. Like lilacs or something. Sweet berry bushes for a vineyard, yeah. I just realized that we've got this graveyard archway nicely centered as you go across this bridge. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's a nice happy accident. It does sort of feel like a football field, but it's not bad. I might have to move all this because I want to work on the road a little bit to see. Yeah, because I think maybe, where should I move this to? Maybe I should move it like just outside? No. Oh, let's move it over there. Stick it like right on the edge as we come in. Oh, then I need places for these things too. Right, so to rough out a little bit more of the road, I feel like we're going to have to come at more of an angle. Cool, thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a little bit wide too, isn't it? I feel like a graveyard path is more, less of a road, more of like a path situation. And I guess it would probably fork off at a certain point. Maybe about here. I guess they would technically be rows? It's funny, like I haven't really been in that many graveyards in my life. They usually are pretty organized. They're usually in rows. I feel like something like that's pretty good. And then like the graves, which I guess you could just use cobblestone again to like roughly put them in. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this exactly, but we could do like that, and then is that going to be too close together? Maybe. But we'll probably stagger them a bit. And that'll leave us room to put like a flower or plants or some other little things. And some of these are going to be bigger than others too. Oh, that wasn't the right spacing. They don't have to be all exactly even. Sometimes it's more about like what you can see between them, you know? I feel like that feels pretty good. And we'll of course make them feel special and do some interesting stuff with them. So I'm going to push this back a little bit. I'm going to go up to here. Planning only gravestones, or will there'll be crypts in there too? I actually I haven't thought about that, Squealet, but you're probably right. It's probably going to be it would be cool to snake the road into probably something a little bit more mainstream here for like a crypt. That would help make this make more sense. Like rather than having this weird little wall that doesn't make a lot of sense, actually having a building here would be cool. What's the width of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I could technically come out here. 7 on the inside, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we'll come in here. That might be too big. It's a good idea. Actually, that's pretty good. That's not big at all. I quite like that. Kind of give you an idea of what the size of it could be. Help us with keeping some color in things going too. Is like the roof of this could be a different color than gray. We could have it be black or maybe red or something, right? The shaders are Silders, I want to say. Hold on. Yep. No, sorry, the BSL, not Silders. BSL version 8.1.0.2.zip plus better plus, you know, the standard. But BSL is what I'm using. I've dumbed them down. Like I've ripped out a lot of stuff. Like I don't like the wavy leaves and I don't like wavy water. Like I've took all that stuff out, reduced like lens flares and all the fancy stuff and just kind of kept it, you know, on its own. That actually feels pretty good. The crypt. It's a good idea. Thank you. Quadruple plus better shaders with a Z. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So this is going to be something we can probably see from farther away too. Yeah, once we call back this hill. Yeah. Magsy, we have been working on laying out the basics of a graveyard for the town. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. I like that idea. And that actually gives me a target to kind of wind the road towards. So if this is going to have like a big 3-wide opening, then we can actually kind of like push this back, right? Oop. Whoops. So you can sort of see a nice little organic path starting to take shape there. And we can detail this and do all kinds of stuff with it later, but I find that coarse dirt's really fun to work with because of course it doesn't turn into grass. And you can just kind of let it do its thing. Let's go with extra bits on the outside curves. Yeah. Now, I don't know what we'd end up doing for other graves. I feel like back here there'd be a grid. But then I feel like here there'd have to be something else. Maybe there could be a couple of special graves here, you know? Something important. We could also just put a tree here. That's the other thing. We could just put a tree here. Maybe that's what I'll do. Do I have anything I can pretend is a tree? Just dirt blocks. Yeah, that could be good. Might be a little bit big. Yeah, I'm sure we could figure something out. Yeah. I think that's a pretty decent start, you know? And then, of course, the whole idea behind this was to reduce this. And honestly, here, I'd probably just echo what's going on with the wall. So all I would do normally is just like count back probably 3 blocks. And then maybe push back here again. Oops. And then from here, we would probably try to round it out. Look out, pig. We got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we'll do 4. That kind of a vibe. And then just start to punch it back a little bit from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the same wandering trader. I'm not going to buy any more stuff today, I don't think. I guess really I've got to figure out where this stuff goes. I'm going to kind of round this off this way, so this actually should happen a lot farther back. Don't know if that really shows up well. Yeah, I think we'd have to really get rid of all this for it to really be seen. I don't know about a custom dead tree. I think I'd rather the graveyard be pleasant. Like, I don't want to make like a spooky Halloween graveyard. I want to make like a nice, normal, flower-filled, you know. I think that's one of the things I'm looking forward to, actually, is having flowers that look like they've been placed on graves and little flower areas, like something that looks like it's maintained and like a special place as opposed to just like the creepy crypty type stuff. I'm trying to remember what the graveyards look like. They were actually like a feature in the game, in modded in Olive Fabric 5, I want to say. And so that to me was a cool feature, but I don't remember how much of it was like custom blocks and stuff. I feel like it was pretty vanilla. I don't remember whether the gravestones were. I know there was like chests. There was caskets that were chests, and you could open them up and get a lot of gear. They were kind of overpowered, actually. We got a ton of stuff from them. I couldn't carry it all home. Oh, thought I got all the stone. I guess I didn't. This is another way you end up getting a lot of stone too, just like taking just that one simple layer, like a simple 8x8 area, and you got a stack of stone, right? So it really adds up fast. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I put that back a little bit too far, but once we start knocking the top layers and making that feel like a more of a shallow hill, I think it'll look a lot better. Whoops. So we'll shape that nicely, but yeah, we'll be able to see a good portion of that crypt. And I mean, this will be vegetation and bushes and things like we've got over here. Stuff like that, I think, is what we'll have lying around. And as I mentioned, I might actually push this road a little bit farther to the right so we can see more of the river. Success, I would say, as the first step of the East Graveyard. And now I have lots of room to dump all of these blocks that I tend to gather when I'm doing these landscaping projects. All the stone, gravel. Didn't bring any of those boxes over. Oops. Nice. Right on, folks. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me today. We are going to pass you along. I believe Scar is streaming to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft, and also a lovely content creator. Always a good time. You can tune in tomorrow for more Minecraft. We'll probably carry on with the landscaping and a little bit more of the graveyard planning as a fun way to continue the weekend. Thanks to ZenThaneX sneaking in at the last minute with a Prime sub. 19 months. Ever so generous. Thanks so much, ZenThaneX. Appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter, on social media at Joel Duggan. You can check out things like the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe podcasts. They both have new episodes out this week. Check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's one of the better ways to support your favorite streamers, including me. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can join the Discord. Keep me streaming regularly during the week and on weekends. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.